Dude, what's up? Scruffy sub for 12 months. That's insane, dude. What is up? Thanks for subbing for so long. That is... Scruffy, you have no idea how much that means. Just... It truly boggles my mind that people like you would support someone like me. And it just... And I'm not a big streamer or anything. I feel like I don't have that much to offer, but people still sub. And I really appreciate that, Scruffy. It means a lot. Piercely, you are not late. I just started. Okay, I've started. Purple stream, I've started YT. Now let's start TT. What time do you call this? It's 10:40 a.m. for me. 10:40 in the morning. A whole year. I know, that's insane, dude. Scruffy, thank you so much. That means, it really means a lot. Okay, we're going live on TT. Here we go. We are not doing gaming right now. We are doing... They don't have a software and game dev topic on TT. At least they didn't used to. Yeah, they don't. So it's just chat and interview, I guess. Okay. Live game dev. Cleaning up mocap. And go live. Okay, let's do this. And I'm also going... How long has it been since the last Lego game stream? Lego game like me developing the Lego game that I'm working on, or playing the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga? Which one are you talking about? The game dev Lego or gaming Lego? The Lego game dev? Oh gosh, it's been a long time. Let's take a look real quick. It has been a while. Let's see. What? Scruffy gifted a sub to Janet? Dude, Janet gifted a sub to Piercely? Dude, Scruffy! What in the world? Thank you so much. That's insane. Okay, stop. Gifted a sub to Major Jukes. What in the world? Scruffy. Okay, Scruffy, stop. Gifted a sub to Goated Swag. That's like 5 gift. Okay, Scruffy, stop. Gifted a sub to Zaxvillo Gaming. We don't even have that many viewers right now. How are all these people receiving gifted subs? Dang, dude, Scruffy, thank you so much. That's insane, dude. Wow. So, Lego game. 6 months ago. And I love that Lego game so much. I want to keep developing it. Golly day. Ugh. I should be done with the superhero mobile game this month, by the end of this month. So then maybe I could start working on the PvP brick game again in September. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Hopefully. We'll see. Man. Okay. Get out of that. Make sure we're streaming to all the right platforms. Everything's looking good. Okay. Hey, thanks for the follow, Ruthink. It means a lot. I'm going to launch Stream Focus, my multi-chat app, so I can actually see everyone's chats. I guess I just do it over here so you guys can actually see me doing it. Boom. Boop. Boop. Already connected. Cool. Okay. And then YT. Need to copy my link. Boop. Boop. And boop. Oh, connect. Boop. I say boop a lot. Hype train level 2. Cool. Piercy says, yo, I'm a sub again as a special present in this community for my 1-year anniversary. Dude, Scruffy. It's too much. You're way too kind. Yeah, I need to fix that viewer count for YT. The viewer count does not work unless you have to do this first and then connect. Something like that. I need to fix that. Easy fix, but I need to fix that. Okay. So that's going. Someone send a message real quick. Anyone, send a message. On any platform. What's up, Piersley? Thanks. Appreciate it. Oh, I've got to... Sophie says no. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I'm going to copy this to... Boop. Boop. Okay, we're all done setting up stream. We're good to go. Now let's actually do some game dev. Or should I say some mocap cleanup? I do not know what your username is, person over on TT. It's a very confusing looking username, but what are you making? What is that game? This is a mobile superhero game that I'm creating for a client. I'm going to show it to you real quick. And we, a few live streams ago, 6 months, no, was it like 11 months ago? It was a long time ago. We recorded all the motion capture for this game, or at least for the main superhero character and for these bad guys, the goons, which he is all red. I need to adjust the color randomization on the bad guys so that they're not all the same color, because that looks super weird. Well, I guess his horns are not red, but... So we're currently cleaning up all the motion capture, because even though we have all the motion capture recorded, it's not all cleaned up to the level that we need it to be for this game. So we worked on this last stream, last IRL game dev stream, where we're cleaning up mocap, and we cleaned up the get hit animation. So that's these guys right here. Ugh. Let me zoom in. You can see this. Ugh. Ugh. So when you get hit by the bad guys, that's what'll play, those animations. Ugh. There's like 9 of them I think we put in. Let's see. Yeah, 9. There's 9 random get hit animations. So at the very end of last stream, we started working on this, the staff hits. Because he has a staff weapon that he can use. And... we recorded those as well. So that's these. So we started working on cleaning these up end of last stream. So I'm gonna finish that up today and get those into the game, and we can start programming all that. Okay, so we actually already got it into Blender. So here's the cleanup stuff, and we already set a bunch of keyframes. So we might, oh no, we're definitely not there yet. But the goal is to make his average position be about where the red and blue feet markers are. Because without all these keyframes, I'm just going to delete them real quick. Without all these keyframes, sometimes he's too far off of that center mark. See, he's not where we need him to be. See, like that. So we're setting keyframes to put his position back to center. Because with the Rococo motion capture that I use, sometimes there's some drift over time, especially if you're recording for a long time. And the mocap starts to, like the main core position of your character starts to drift away from center. And there were also a few times too where I was recording mocap and I got away from center. I think I didn't have marks. Did I have marks on the ground? I don't remember if I had marks on it or not. But sometimes I stepped away from center and I needed to stay in the center. So we're cleaning that up right now. Yes, I recorded all these animations with motion capture, correct. And now we're just cleaning it up to put it into the game. For some reason, I'm not getting TT chat over on Stream Focus. There we go. Now it's working. Food Story, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream. Miguel, Sophie, Amelie, Nonky Joey Official. What mocap is it called? And is it free? It is not free. Well, it can be free. So I use Rococo motion capture, and I use a suit. It's actually that suit right there, the thing hanging up. And the suit is like a few $1,000s, but they have a webcam version of Rococo motion capture that is free. You can't use it real time for like live VTuber setups or anything, but you can use it for stuff like this. You can just use some webcams to record yourself doing the motion capture, and then online on their website, it'll process those videos and turn it into motion capture data that you can use, and that's free, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's free. I need to actually look this up before I continue telling people about that. Rococo video mocap. Let's double check on all this first. Yeah, Rococo Vision, free AI motion capture tool. Yep, This is all it is, guys. So you just record yourself from 2 different camera angles. You can use webcams. I think you can also use other cameras too, as long as you can USB it into your PC. You record the same thing from 2 different angles at the same time, and then you upload it to their website, and it will convert the video into mocap data, which is super cool. So this is, you could totally use this for games, 100%. I could use this for this game too. It's plenty of good quality enough for games. I don't know that I would use this for like high-level VFX in a movie or a TV show or something, but for a video game, of course, 100%. I mean, I guess you could use it in movies or TV shows for like background crowd characters or something like that. You wouldn't want to use it for like high-level foreground stuff or anything, but it seems to work. I haven't tried it, I haven't used it yet, but it seems to work really well. And honestly, okay, hold the phone. For stuff like that, can you guys see this? You can't see this. Move this over. For stuff like this, this AI video, free video tool that Rokoko has would actually work a lot better than that multi-$1,000 suit. The reason is that suit has a bunch of sensors in it, and when you do stuff like that where you're rolling on the ground or jumping or banging against walls, it'll sometimes knock your sensors out of virtual position and out of sync, and the mocap will get very janky. But it looks like for stuff like this, like rough stuff like this, flips, jumps, kicks, falling down, stuff like that, it seems like the video version would actually work a lot better. I mean, there's still some jankiness in the middle, but it would be a lot easier to clean this up than it would. So like we recorded some mocap here of drip. I might have deleted it. Let me see. Yeah, we recorded some stuff of me falling down or like getting knocked up against the wall, and that stuff just did not work out very well. I think I deleted it. Yeah, it's not here. But yes, I might actually, because since the fall down animations didn't work out very well for our motion capture, I was gonna source them from like find some online that we could use. But I might actually use this free video tool with Rokoko and just re-record that and see how that works out. So then all of the animation in this game is in-house. That would be cool. I might look into that. But so yeah, that's free. So same company, this free version video, but then also the paid. Let's see the capture tools. They have an indie. No. Let's see. Rokoko. We love indies, save 40% on our exclusive indie bundles. So most people that would use Rokoko are in the indie category as long as you make 100,000 or less, which would be me. You can buy the indie bundle, you get the whole thing, and it's like significantly cheaper, 40% off. So you get the Smart Suit Pro 2, that's what I have up there, and the Smart Gloves and face capture for only 3,000. You save 2,200. So normally it's like $5,000, but yeah. You can also, if you get this, you can save an additional 5% if you use my creator code. It's RKK_Pixelfire. You can get an additional 5% off. Yeah, Rokoko is really good. I'd definitely say that Rokoko is the king of mocap in their price range. So motion capture ranges in price from free all the way up to like $50,000, $100,000. And Rokoko is right in the 2,000 to 6,000 range, somewhere around there. And I think they're definitely the best motion capture in that range. So there's obviously cheaper versions out there that you could look into, free versions of mocap, including their video version here that they have. But then there's also much more expensive mocap out there if you want to spend that much. I'm not in that category. But Food Destroyer, this is a mobile superhero game I'm working on for a client. Where do you position like camera if you were tracking your upper body using a webcam? I'm not sure. I haven't done any of that yet. I haven't tried webcam motion capture. I always hate using AI for art. Exactly. AI for other stuff is not that great. AI mocap pretty cool. See, this is good. Yeah, 100%. I agree. The AI mocap, the AI video tool is a good use of AI for sure. Mist, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate you being here. Can you download it in Vignette? I have no idea. I've never used that before. This is me testing TikTok chat. Scraffer, by the way, awesome. Do you do Roblox? No, I don't do Roblox. Okay, let's do this. Let's keep cleaning up. Here we go. You guys hear the music? Is it still going? I can't hear it. Yes, we're good. Okay. I'm giving my own called Slime Strikers on itch.io. That's awesome. How many downloads does it have? That's cool. Okay, here we go. Yep, this is the first piece in this long motion capture file, so that's good, synced up. As long as we're in a good position at each animation, we should be good. Right on the street, what's up? Thanks for joining. First time chat over on Purple Platform. Do you dev on Roblox? I do not. I've never opened Roblox in my life. That needs to be up some. Most of these keyframes are done. I should be able to get this into the game pretty soon here in the next like 5 minutes or so. Double check that. Good, that's the animation done, and then go back and then start the next one. Yeah, that works. We can have some jumps or some drifting in between clips of animation, but we don't want anything to be happening during a clip that we might use. Because this whole file is like all of the staff hits. Well, part 1 of all the staff hits. And I won't end up using all of these. I'll probably use like 6 or 7. I love that. It's like that's gonna be one of the taunts, I think. He just starts like playing around with his staff. Looks good. No drifting during that walk around. Perfect. Beautiful. Another one. That's like an idle animation if you've stopped playing the game for a long time. What's that jump there? Oh yeah, end of that one, start of a new one. Yep, I remember that. I remember this animation, so I don't remember, so I don't know what I had decided on this yet or not. He has the staff weapon in game. Let me show you. Do you have to draw that character out? No, I did not. So this character was designed by the graphic comic book artist over at Tooland, and they gave us the reference images, and we created the 3D version of him from their comic book references. So you have the staff button here. You press that, and currently the staff like animates in and out, which is super cool. But I recorded one animation during the mocap session where is it? Right here. He kind of slings it out, kind of like a lightsaber. I guess they don't really do this in Star Wars, but you know, like whenever you play with a toy lightsaber where the blade extends, you kind of like sling it out. I was kind of picturing that with this. So I did this sling out. And I'm wondering if we might end up using that to whenever you pull your staff out in this game, should he do that animation? I think it might look cool, but I don't know. We'll see. So I'm gonna play around with that in game. Yeah, that's in a good spot. We're good. Good. Getting a little far up there. But then we step back. Yeah, that's fine. Good, good. good. Don't think we'll use that, but... And if we do, I'd need to clean it up to make it look a lot cooler. Because I'm not a Kung Fu artist. Kung Fu artist. Kung Fu master. I'm not a Kung Fu master. I used to have one of those exact lightsabers. I know, I did too. What's the error when the game loads? Something about Unity Remote. I have no idea. It's nothing. It's nothing related to. I have no idea. So it's probably because. So sometimes when I test the game on my phone, I use this feature called Unity Remote where it shows the game on your phone while you're developing. And it might be throwing this error because I don't have that device connected right now. But once I connect that device, it'll go away. So it's nothing game related. It's more like Unity test related for when you're testing on phone. That's what it is. No biggie. Okay, so everything is good. Front and back. I just want to make sure left and right side, everything looks good. Pretty sure it does. Should be able to go through this pretty fast. This is pretty far off. Take a look. Yeah, I need to fix that. That works. Yep. Fortnite a difficult game to make? I don't work on Fortnite. Oh, I do read TikTok chat. What's up? You should do a live masterclass beginner course on learning Blender and have it as a playlist. I know so many people have asked me to do tutorials. It's just, I have no interest in making tutorials, unfortunately. And I apologize deeply for that. I have a YT. I'm on 3 platforms right now. I'm on TT, I'm on Purple, and I'm on YT. And additionally, aside from live streaming platforms, I also have an Insta and an X. And we have a Discord community too, if you are interested in joining that. OMG, you're live? Yes, I am live. What superhero do you think Drip could beat? I don't know. So when you said you're working on this for a client and are you like hired to make this? Yes, I am not doing this for free. I have a wife and kids. I do not work for free. This is very tedious. It is. This is the, not the dark side of game dev, but it's the not even boring side of it. I mean, it is boring, but this is the side of game dev you don't hear about. This is not the flashy side of game dev. Repetitive, yes. Repetitive, monotonous, tedious, all the things. Okie dokie. Let's keep going at it. Okay, we're checking the left to right. It was like every time I was jumping forward, it moves over to the side a little bit. The thing is though, even with the stuff like this where it's tedious and kind of boring and not very flashy, once you have it implemented in the game, it's so rewarding. And that's why I love doing game design so much. So I've been a VFX artist doing contract work on movies, commercials, and TV shows, making visual effects, doing compositing, doing 3D animation for the past 10 years now. And it was always super fun. I loved it. But you would work on stuff like this, and it would go into a single shot that's like 3 seconds long, maybe, in the movie or the TV show. And then it's done. It's over. You never interact with it again. You go watch the movie or the show, and you see the shot for like 3 seconds, and it's over. But with game design, you get to work on something like this for a long time, and then it goes in the game, and then it's not infinite, but you can interact with it in so many different ways. You can adding coding and controls to 3D creations is so much more rewarding, it feels like, because you can actually do a lot of different stuff with it. And then other people can control the character in a way that might be different from the way that I control it. So it's just super cool. It's fun. Everything's more dynamic, and you're able to keep using it and playing around with it after the final product is done. Not so with movies and TV shows. Yes, crossover, I do code. This multi-chat app tool that I've built, StreamFocus, that's got a ton of code in it. This game, all the code in this game, I coded as well. Yeah. I started learning to code back in 2020. I mean, I did some dabbling. I've been dabbling in Unity doing code and stuff since like 2016. But I started seriously doing code stuff in like 2022, so it's been like 3 years now. I take that back. I started seriously doing code back in like 2020 when I was building my Pixelfire VTuber setup. Because I was doing chat triggers and coded stuff for that a lot for the past 5 years or so. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good. Good. We're still center there, at least center enough. It's complicated at first, and it depends on what language you're using. If you're doing like C++, yeah, that's super complex. I would stay away from that. But C# is a lot easier. That's what I use, and that's what I know. Whoa, that is all over the place. Oh, it's because you're walking around. That makes sense. Yep, that works. That works. We're good at each of these keyframes, but in between. There we go. Fixed. Need to go that way. That works. Works. Perfect. Almost done. Beautiful. Done. Now I can take it into the game, baby. Bum 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 bum. Did I post a Discord announcement that we were streaming? I did. I need a sub counter, Scralfy. When you gifted those five subs, I think we have 20. Yep, we have 25 now. That is insane. I think the most we ever had was 100. That was for a very brief time. I forget when that was, but we had 100. Most of those are gifted subs. They weren't like normal subs, but. Still jealous about the time DC came into the stream and I wasn't there. Oh, you weren't there for that? Dang. Yeah, that was super cool. We actually had a stream recently. Last week or the week before where Logitech came into the stream. Logitech's not as big as DC, but it was pretty cool. It's cool when a brand comes in like that. Logitech was like, should we partner with this guy? They actually DM'd me. Logitech sent me a DM. So we'll see what comes of that. Shrill Duck, what's up? It's going well. How are you doing? I just finished cleaning up the motion capture animation for the staff hits for drips, and now I'm gonna bring them into game. Okay. Let's select him. Save real quick. File, export, FBX. Mocap drip. We're gonna call this staff hits, but staff hits. Fixed. Use the Rococo to Unity preset that I created. Boop. And then export. I am working on a mobile superhero game for a client. First time chat, welcome. You were there for the Logitech stream, okay, cool. That was crazy. Whenever I see that in stream, I'm like, wait, is that the actual account for that company? Always gotta check. Okay, let's go to game. Wait, that was who I forgot. What are we doing? Oh yeah. Gotta copy the file over. Boop. Okay, so staff hits. Oh, wrong folder. Staff hits fixed. Copy. And then paste over into the Unity files and then rename this to that. Staff hits. Beautiful. It should pop up here in Unity. Here we go. Staff hits. You guys can't see this. There we go. Okay, and there we are. There are all of our staff hits that we just cleaned up. Now, got to go through and choose a few that we want to clip inside Unity. It's so hard to adjust my windows to make sure that you guys can see them on TT as well, because TT is vertical unlike Purple and YT. Okay, so let's make sure that the import settings are the same. Model, nothing changes there. Rig, that needs to be humanoid. Create from this model. Apply. Then animation. There we go. Okay, let's find an animation to use that we like. Now these are staff hits, so this is the staff weapon that he's going to be holding in his hand, and you're going to be able to smash the bad guys with the staff. I might not want to use some of the beginning animations because that was when I was getting warmed up with the motion capture. And I'm thinking with the staff hits, it's definitely going to be some type of combo system, where the more times you hit the staff button, it'll combo different moves. There's some choppiness in that animation. I don't think that's in the motion capture. It might be compressing the keyframes. I need to turn that off. Yeah, we're not getting that in the original data, are we? We need to double check that. Yeah, I don't... No, I do see some of it in there. Shoot. Ew. What is that? See the arm? His right arm right here? Need to look at the rig. In front. Toes. Shoulder. Let me switch to graph editor. Ew, look at that. See that choppiness? You can see the choppiness when you have these big jumps in the green. Oh wait, hide object. There we go. Oh, never mind, okay. That was the object stuff. Okay, where is that chop we just saw? Right there. Boop, boop. Oh, it's not the shoulder. It's the forearm? There it is. Look at that. See those nasty jumps right there in the keyframe data? Boop. See that? Those are nasty mocap jumps. Look at that. That is because the sensors in the mocap suit were wigging out while I was doing the motion capture. So that can easily be cleaned up. But we'll see. If we even use that clip, then my kids and wife are back from grocery shopping. They're ringing the doorbell. I'll be right back. Always a blessing when the notification Pixel Fire is live comes on. That means a lot, Scralfy. I'm glad that that is a blessing to you. Steady motion, this is what I needed today. Thank God you're live. LOL. What is it that you needed today? A stream from yours truly? Or tips on mocap? Scralfy, get a snack. Go for it. I need a snack. I should get a snack. It's gonna be lunchtime soon though. Maybe not. How many games have you made? That depends on what you consider a game. Games like that you can play on the App Store is 0. To see you stream specifically, LOL, I was like, man, where'd he go? That's awesome. I mean, I've been streaming pretty consistently the past few weeks. Been going well. Yeah, I'm not gonna clean this up now because we might not even use this clip, but if we use a clip where there is some choppiness, then I'll go back in and clean it up. But at least we know now that that choppiness is actually in the original mocap data, which is unfortunate. Do you guys do home baking? I just made cookies. I mean, my wife does. I don't usually do that. But I'll take some cookies if you want to send some over. So how can we play this game? When this game will release on the App Store. This is a game I'm making for a client. This will be a legit game on mobile for iOS and Android. I like those. Definitely gonna need to speed them up, but I like those right at the end. They're a lot more punchier, which is good. Let's compare that to the beginning ones. Oh, they're different styles. So the end ones were like stab hits. These first ones are like swings. No, there's a stab hit. That's a good one. That's a good one too. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab one and see what it looks like. Alf, what's up? Don't like that one. Don't like that combo. That's a good one. Let's do that. So start frame is... Actually, out of this series of jabs, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do the first one. Start frame 1471. Let's do 1471. That will go until there. 1574. 1574. Call this staff hit 1. Okay. And let's just tighten those keyframes up a bit. So we actually start here, 1480. We go until pull back right about 1540. 1540. Let's play the whole thing. Sorry, none of you guys can see this right now. I'm just cleaning up. Whoa, not what I wanted to do. Just cleaning up the beginning and end so it. Then we also have to do bake and depose, original, apply. And that should be good for staff hit 1. Now we got to put it in game. We're going to do the same type of system. It is going to be a combo based system. I'm going to use my punch lean combo system that I've built over here. So I'm going to copy and paste this, rename this staff hit 1. Make a transition from any state. And then what do we do here? Punch 1 grounded true. So then we need to make a new parameter. Staff hit trigger. Staff hit 1. I'll just do 1 for now. So condition staff hit 1, and you can only do this when you're grounded. So like when you're on the ground, grounded is true. Okay. And then in the code, I need to make something trigger. Oh no, I already have this right here. So staff. So let's go into our code. Player armature, drip character controller. I'm doing good, Alf. Thanks, appreciate it. Okay, so our get hit code is that we have staff code already up here. So I'm gonna copy and paste this. Animator. Oh wait, currently the staff button just opens and closes the staff. Let's think about this. Currently, we have these buttons in game. Staff button, shield button, punch button, jump button. When you don't have the staff out, this punch button makes sense. Punch, 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 punch. And we keep getting stuck in the punch combo loop. I need to fix that. But when you pull your staff out, like that, all of your punch moves should be the staff hits. They shouldn't be a punch. So I think this punch button should be renamed hit. Or I actually want to change out these words for not words, but an icon. So the icon, the image here, instead of staff, it will be a picture, like a graphical representation of the staff. And when you don't have the staff pulled out like that, the graphical representation on this button will be like a fist, and that will be, so you'll know that's a punch button. So boom, boom, boom. But if you pull your staff out by clicking this, boop, then this representation switches from a hand to a staff. So then you press this and it does the staff hit animations. I think that's the way to do it. So I need it to be in the punch bit here. So what we can do is in our code, where's our punch? Here it is, punch. I need to change this to hit. For now, for simplicity, I'll just say, do I have staff as the weapon code? Okay, so what I can do is I can, the staff is already a bool, pretty sure. Hold in to open or close, tap to use. Hold in to open or close tap to use. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's got to be a simpler way to pull out your stat because I don't want to clutter the screen with buttons. There's got to be a way to, I don't know. Because he's also going to have a cannon on his arm, and that's a whole other moveset is shooting cannon blasts. So I'm going to have to figure out like how the UI and UX is going to work for all that. But for now, just for testing the mocap in game, I'm just going to copy my get hit code. And we're going to say, just going to copy paste this. It's going to be staff hit code. Let's perform. Attacking, animator set trigger, staff hit. Staff hit. Copy. And I'm gonna change this to not staff hit 1, but just staff hit, and this right here is staff hit. But then I have to update the keyboard controls to for testing. It's this right here. So get hit test is space, so I'm gonna duplicate that. This is gonna be staff hit test. And the keybind is going to be we'll do M. Okay, so when I press M on the keyboard, that will play the staff hit animation. Just so we can test it out. Since I don't have an exit transition for that, it's gonna be stuck on the animation when we play it. But let's go ahead and just try it out. M. Oh, I've gotta switch it out. That's it. Because we don't want to use punch lean, we want to use staff hit this guy right here. Boop. Let's put the speed to 1. Staff hit 1, staff hit 1, 1, transition, staff hit, grounded, true. Oh, and then I also have to go into the character and events, staff hit test, boop, and then grab that, drip character controller, not get hit, but staff hit. Now it should work. Famous last words, right? Well, language is C#. C#. Okay, let's try this out. Staff hit M. Boop. There we go. Obviously, way too slow. Let's speed it up to 3. Yeah. Too slow. And we have too much transition, I think. Let's do 0 transition. That's better. Let's open the staff up, actually. That does not work because when I pictured that jab, it was more of like the staff should be straight on. So to actually make this work, I paused it. Oh, that's not bad. It needs to be pointed forward more. And look at that jankiness on his wrist. What in the world? I guess, yeah, maybe. No, not really. I feel like that needs to be cleaned up. For sure. Look at that. I mean, you'll probably never see it in game because it can be so fast. But it definitely needs to, staff needs to be more like parallel with the ground. It needs to be straight on. Yeah, definitely does not work. It needs to be more straight and outstretched. Maybe not. Maybe at least not for the first combo move. Maybe the first combo move of a staff hit is just like a dish and then a hit up. Where's my pole? been disassembled now, so it's shorter, but maybe the first hit is like a hit up, kind of like that, what we have here. Like he hits up, but then he kind of uppercuts like that, and the bottom part of the staff hits him up like in the chin, like a hit up and then a hit up from the bottom side, and then some like swing move or something. I don't know. So like the first combo move is like just a light hit, and then the other ones are more grandiose and fancy. Yeah, that might could work. It wasn't what I was envisioning, but we could add this in as one of the combos. Yeah, it could work. Let me just exit that back to here. And that's gonna be 2. Okay, now it'll actually exit. Crossover Collectibles sent a heart me. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Did you get gifted? What do you mean? Oh, Carlos, what's up? Carlos, how's it going? Are you not streaming right now? How's it the times that I'm streaming, you're not streaming? Staff is out, and then staff hits. Cool, now it actually transitions back. That's actually cool. I like that staff hit. It wasn't what I was actually envisioning, but it works for one of the combo moves. It's like a light jab. We still definitely need like a full-on jab where the staff is straight. But that works. Okay, let's add another one in there. Starting at 1540. And it's gonna be staff hit 2. Pull this out so you guys can actually see it. Okay. Another one. That's the one I want right there. $19.51. $19.51. And the end is probably around like 2,300. Let's check that again. Or this could just stay out as a floating window. It always goes back. $20.46. Cool. I feel like we're starting too late. 1930. Right there, 1940. That's what we need. Okay, 1940 is the start. And then let's just make sure these are all set correctly. Original. That staff hit 2, apply. Cool. Now let's put that in. I'm actually, to test the motion capture animation, I'm gonna set it up not as a combo system, but as a random animation. So I'm gonna copy this guy, the get hit random animation. It's gonna be called staff hit random hit. There's only 2 animations so far. Staff hit grounded is true. Yes, Ryan, this is Unity. What's up? Thanks for joining the stream. So you're making this game by yourself. How long do you predict it'll take to finish? The goal is to finish by the end of this month. Now I say that with the caveat of the client has only contracted me to create level 1 of this game. So that's what we're doing. Now there's still a lot to do for level 1. It's pretty ambitious, but so my client is a comic book writer. He's created a comic book brand, and the goal for this video game that it's gonna go along with the comic book series. So level 1 of the mobile game is going to cover the first comic book issue in his series. So comic book issue 1 is level 1 in the game. Comic book issue number 2 is level 2 in the game, and so on and so forth. So he's produced like, I want to say somewhere between like 5 and 10 comic book issues so far. So he put the money up front to build level 1, so that's what we're doing. But hopefully we'll do level 2 sometime in the future. We'll see. Carlos, thanks for the heart. Me means a lot, and for the star goggles. Thank you. Oh, you're at work. Got it. Carlos, what do you do for work? Oh, gifted sub? Did someone send you a gifted sub on TT? Drip's bow staff style is a lot different than all the others because the bow staff is a two-handed weapon. Interesting. I need to look back at the references for all the times when he uses a bow staff. I can actually pull that up real quick. Because all the motion capture I recorded for the bow staff is just a one-handed weapon. So I hope we did that right. You're kind of scaring me right now, Scruffy. Making me second guess all the animation for the bow staff stuff. Let's see. Characters. No. Weapons and prop. No, not that. Characters. No. Yes, characters. Reference. Drip reference. Here we go. Maybe. We'll see. I guess in this right here, he's holding the staff with two hands. That's to block. But in all the images where he's at least holding it, he's only holding it with one hand. Because he's usually like this. He's usually holding like staff in one hand and shield in the other. See, like right here, he's smacking a grenade away and he is using two hands. You bring up a good point. I should ask my client how this guy should be fighting with the bow staff before we proceed. I mean, I'm gonna put in a few more of these random animations and I'll show him and let him know and see what he says. Thanks for pointing that out. It's a good word. Only traditionally there have been single-handed staff users. Okay, cool. Carlos, mechanic, I'm trying to get out of it though. Oh, okay. Why are you trying to get out of it? You just want to live stream full time? That'd be cool. Sad, we have no viewers on YT right now. It's a little sad. A little sad. It's okay. YT does not treat me well, unfortunately. Twitch and TT are great, but streaming on YT just does not work out as well as I would like it to. Okay, staff hit random. Let's get rid of all of these. Actually, let's not. Let's just get rid of these ones. Boop. This is going to be staff hit 2. Actually, random hit equals 1. Okay. Boop, boop. Random hit equals 0. And then duplicate that, and this is going to be random hit equals 2. Music is very loud. Bring it down some. How's that? Hey, that one guy, thank you for the safari hat and the little crown. It means a lot. Okay. Let's see what these exits are on this guy. The entrances, they are no transitions. Exits are all just 0.2s. Okay. Beautiful. And this one was 0 to get into it. I'm gonna leave this here. Well, no, I'll take it out for now. Yeah, because eventually it's gonna be a combo system instead of random hits. Okay. So now, every time I hit the staff hit button on my keyboard, it'll play a random animation between those two. Well, I gotta switch this out first. Hit 1 and hit 2 is this guy. Boop. Okay, that should work. Let's try it out. Okay, hit. Oh, that's super fast. Way too fast. That one's good. That one's way too fast. Maybe even that hit is too fast. I need to pull this out. Oh, that's sick. Dude, that's freaking awesome. That turned out great. I had low expectations on that. That hit, super sick, dude. That's freaking awesome. It's too fast, but it looks cool. Maybe it's not too fast. I don't know. Maybe it should be fast. No, it's too fast. It's definitely too fast. Okay, so we are on speed 3. Let's do 2. And let's make the other hit a little bit slower too. 2.5. I know, Scrappy, I love it. It's super cool. That turned out great. Oh, pull the staff out. That looks really cool. I need to go back to the faster jab move. I think the 2.5 is too slow. So let's go back to 3. And on the other one, yeah, I feel good about it. Let's try that out again. Test it out. Yeah, definitely need to work that into a combo system. I need to figure out why when I do the combo punch, it's getting stuck. Why is it getting stuck? We're in grounded. We're in attack mode. Attacking. We're stuck in attacking mode. It's not exiting. Why is it not exiting? Attacking. Attacking equals. This is called by animation events. So attacking equals so that so the animation event is not being called. because these punches, the transition out of them right here. The first one's fine. So I have the animation event somewhere at the end of the first animation. So if this transition doesn't cover it, it's not going to hit that animation event. So that's why that one works. And then that one, yeah, so that one's not going to get hit. So the animation event is happening right around here, but we're not hitting it. So I just need to move this a little bit right there. And that will work. Let's look at this one too. And that one's good. Let's move it a little back. So now we'll actually hit all those animation events. Didn't revert, did it? No, it still covers all of it. Okay. Now we should not get stuck in that loop. Not loop, but get stuck not resetting the attacking value. Punch, punch, punch. Yep, there we go. Now we don't get stuck. That hook is too slow. That hook needs to be we're a 5 and then a 1.5 then a 3. That 1.5 needs to be like a 2. Let's try that. It's not that it's too slow, it's that it starts too late. I think I need to trim some of the animation off of that. Let's go back to the 1.5 and trim some of that animation out. Hook lean 1. Did I actually take that out of the original file? Why did I do that? Oh, it's because I added animation events into the clip, and you can't do that unless you actually take it out of the file. Okay. Hook lean 1. Can I edit the... You edit the keyframes after the fact? So like it starts like here. It needs to start like right there. Like right here. Can I just offset it? What's the cycle offset? What does that mean? I assume that means the start frame. Let's try it. So if I cycle offset by like, oh, that's definitely not a frame thing. Nope, that's not it. Motion time. I wish they would give tooltips with all this stuff. That would be helpful. Why does it always do that? TikTok Live Studio did it again. It ended my stream without my consent. So frustrating, dude. I just had to start it back. That is so annoying. I'm sick and tired of that. TikTok Live Studio is messed up, dude. That has got to be the poorest dev decision I've ever witnessed in my life. Is TikTok's decision to end your live stream on TikTok Live Studio without your consent. If it recognizes what it considers inactivity, it will end your stream. And it doesn't base the activity of your stream based off of whether anything's happening on your screen, because my stream is still running. The TikTok live, my TikTok live stream still sees movement happening on the screen. So there's no inactivity there. What it considers inactivity is whether you have the TikTok Live Studio app open on your monitor. If you have it minimized in any way or behind another window, TikTok Live Studio considers that inactivity. And so if you have it like that, it will shut your stream down. For real, that has got to be the worst dev decision I've ever witnessed on any app or software at all. That's insane, dude. Absolutely insane. Yeah, my live stream just ended because I had it behind another window. Because I had TikTok Live Studio behind another window. So now I'm back. I started the stream back again. Here we go. So dumb, dude. I need to make sure we're actually connected to TT, so I'm getting chat and stream focus. Got it, cool. Too much resources? Does it use a lot of resources? Let me check that out. I haven't actually looked at that. Let me look. Oh my gosh, you're right. Well, yeah, sort of. So look, this is what I'm seeing. OBS is using 24% GPU. Now granted, OBS is sending a stream and it's got multiple canvases running, and then it's sending a canvas to TikTok Live Studio. TikTok Live Studio is using less GPU, but I don't have anything set up in TikTok Live Studio like overlays or different layers or any of that. I just have one canvas capture coming from OBS, that's it. And it's using almost the same GPU as OBS Studio. And it's using more, oh wait, that's Camera Hub. It is using more CPU, 7 versus 3 of OBS. Yeah, that's insane, dude. That's a lot. This is honestly more than I would expect. I expected from OBS, the 24. That's crazy. Look at Stream Focus down here. Look at that, guys. That's my multi-chat app. 1% CPU, 0.5% GPU. You love to see it. Flex. Flex. Yeah, it's way too much for what the software does. Yeah, if it was like a video game, sure, but it's not a video game. Rise Fix Fire, what's up? Okay, so what were we doing again here? What was the problem? What was the issue? Oh yeah, we're trying to figure out that hook. Starting too late. And that staff hit, super sick. Look at this. Jab and then a dush, dush. Love that move. I want to go ahead and put some colliders in the staff so that we can actually hit the bad guy with it. Let's do that. That'll be fun. Let's see. Player armature, geometry, drip, and let's see what I was doing for his hands. My wife made me lunch. She is so sweet. OBS has a lot more in its normal usage. Yeah. I don't know though. 25% of GPU does feel like a lot for OBS still. Saying as a company, not a community. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's some other things too that TikTok does that are a little frustrating, like the revenue cut for creators. Like when I do live streams like this, TikTok takes the most percentage out of any other platform. They start off taking like 60%. So like when you guys send a gift, if you spend like $100 on a gift and you send that to me, I will only get like $40 of it. TikTok takes $60 of it, which is insane. Now, the longer you stream, you can like build up extra percentage points so that you'll get a larger cut. But starting off with like when you first start streaming, you get like, I think you get like 38%. And if you stream for like, if your particular live stream is like has gone on for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 30 minutes or an hour, you build up slowly like half percentage points, and you can eventually work your way up to like, by doing a lot of different stuff, up to like maybe 50% tops. But yeah, they take a lot. Now TikTok does give creators tons of exposure, which is cool, but they take a huge revenue cut. W your wife, 100%. See, I gotta go do something. No worry, Piercely's. Thank you, Piercely Dev. Have a great day. What's up, TriF? How's it going? Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, adding colliders to the staff. Okay. Let's see, drip rig, hips, spine, shoulder, arm, forearm, hand. Left hand, attack point. Attack universal. I'm gonna need to look back into this code to see how because it's been a while since I've touched this. Collision layer, radius damage is player's enemy, hit effects, fixed update, detect collision. No sound detected? What? TikTok Live Studio saying no sound detected? Hello? You guys can hear me, right? Shadow Gaming, what's up? Hey, Shadow Gaming, can you actually tell me, because I'm seeing your messages on TikTok Live Studio, but not in Stream Focus. Can you tell me, are you over or under 18? Frizzy, what's up? Okay, let's go to our staff. Where's our staff? Staff. Did I put it in the weapons? It might be under shoulder, right? Let's see. It is. I have the staff and shield. Wait a second. I have the staff and shield in the same hand. But in the comic references, they're in different hands. Shield right, shield left. Shield right. Shield right. Why did I put them both in the same hand? Let me look at my notes. I think because client said... Let's see. Making comic? No, I'm not making comic. I'm making a video game. Tulin video game. Mocap. Trip. Thought I had some notes on this. I have some notes somewhere, but I've got to find them. And some notes on which weapons go in which hand. But anyway, it'll be easy enough to switch them over later down the road. But no, my client has made a comic book series, and he has hired me to make this video game. That's what we're working on. Okay, so let's turn this staff on, and I'm going to add some hit points on this staff. Actually, should that staff have hit points on the bottom and top, or should it just have one along the whole thing? I think just one along the whole thing. That would make sense, right? Yeah, because if he hits you from anywhere on the staff, you're gonna get hit. So yeah, that would make sense. Okay. Might not be able to use the same system for hits with the staff. Because I'm not using... Turn this on. There it is. I'm not using a collider for the staff hit attack, or for the punch hits. Oh no, I am. If collider hit, physical overlap sphere, transfer position, radius. I am. It's if this game object hits it. So what I need to do, staff. Might need to do something a little bit different for the staff hit, because it's one long cylinder instead of a single hit point. I'll need to think on that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm super hungry, guys. I need to go eat lunch. How does a collider work? So a collider is an object, an invisible object in a game that tells your game how to handle physics at that object. So for instance, if this superhero character had no colliders on him, then he would just run straight through walls, straight through the floor, straight through an enemy character. So he has colliders on him. So like, let's see, so like this arm. So it tells the game, it tells the physics of the game that this right here is actually like tangible material, like don't interact with things. So because I have all these colliders on his body, he won't pass through objects. And you usually use colliders for hit detection, bullet detection, all sorts of stuff. So the goons also, they also have colliders. So like this goon, he has one big collider that's his like character movement collider that lets him like sit on the ground and stuff. And then he has individual colliders for arms and legs and stuff, so that when he gets hit by the superhero's punches or kicks or whatever, it can actually land on something that reacts to physics. So that's what a collider is. And colliders are in every game you've ever played, 3D or 2D. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go eat lunch because I'm very hungry, and I'm gonna keep working on this the rest of the day, but I don't think I'm gonna stream it. So yeah, but I'll see you guys soon. I'll probably do another stream tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your food thing. Thanks, Polar. Hey, Polar, what's up? Good Jambo, can you show me the code? Is it like a perimeter with negative or positive input? What do you mean, for the collider? I mean, you can set up colliders in any number of ways. My code for colliders, for detecting collisions, at least for hits, is this right here. You can't see all that, can you? There you go. Thanks, Polar, means a lot. Looking forward to more years of me being a sub. Dude, Scralfy. That is... That's so encouraging. Like, knowing that there's at least one person that will continue to support for a long time to come. It's very encouraging. It's very, I don't know what the word is. Motivating. Can't think of the word. Gosh. This happens to me all the time. I can't think of a word. So a radius with X and Y. No, so this is the game object. This is a game object. So like this right here, the right hand attack point. This is just a little game object inside the hand. And it has a radius of that big. So my code is saying if this game object overlaps with this collider right here, then that will tell the enemy that the enemy needs to get hit. That's how that code is working. But you don't have to do that. There's plenty of ways to have colliders interact. Yeah, tons of ways. I'm just doing it this one particular way. Okay, guys, I'm gonna head out. Have a good day. Have a good lunch or dinner, whatever your time zone is. And I'll see you guys next time. Join the Discord, by the way. If you're not part of the Discord, join the Discord. Okay, bye, guys.